Hey there, folks, ladies, gentlemen. It's a new year, and I did get out on New Year's Day. So, just wanted to give you a quick update as it was pretty busy last month. I had a kind of a semi crappy experience on one of my hunts, so I didn't bother videoing any of it. It would have just ended up being a complaining, whiny, bitchy video. Anyhow, I got out to MLK Elementary in Vancouver, Washington. Met up with Frank Kelso, one of the 503 Diggers clan, and we did about 3 hours, 3.5 hours maybe at the most hunting. And as you can see here, not a whole lot for finds. One area did produce this beautiful little 1944 Merc, really good condition. I did kind of wipe it down a little bit with some water, but that is the condition that it came out of the ground. Very, very detailed, very nice. The rim is just very, very visible, not too much wear on it. Then moving down across another area back where I was once before and found a General Service button post Civil War. I found this cheap little ring. I got excited, thought, hey, silver, yes, but no. It's a chrome plated, I believe it's aluminum. It does have the size stamped in it. I believe it had that wood grain looking finish around the center. Something you'd pick up at a convenience mini market or something like that for a few bucks. Anyway, those were my two great finds of the day. The dime was in an area where there's a lot of iron, thus a lot of this crap here, as you see. But I did manage to pull a couple of dimes and 7 pennies. No wheats, nothing fancy as far as pennies go, but did some research on the school. And before that school was built back in the 60s, I believe, early to mid 60s, there was a housing tract on that piece of property. They were all horseshoe shaped building projects with little cul-de-sacs all the way around that thing. So there was, I believe, 6 cul-de-sacs on that area with small houses that were built back in the day for, I believe it was shipyard workers. If not, then it would have been lumber mill or paper mill workers. But they were there a long time ago, and I'm guessing that's probably why that dime showed up. I have been pulling things out of there, like the General Service button and a couple other little trinkets, but far and few between. And there, like I said, there's a lot of iron in the area where the dime came out, as well as a lot of trash where the ring came out and the General Service button area. So I didn't get to see what all Frank pulled out of the ground, but I know he got a handful of clad out of there and a bunch of trash as well. So in my trash, of course, got the regular newer pull tab. This beaver tail I chased for probably 4 or 5 minutes in the hole because it just kept bouncing around. I couldn't find it. My probe kept zooming in on it, but it was wet and it blended in with the dirt so well that, 51 years old and half blind, I didn't see it for a few tries. This here was in the ground just like this. Being in the ground like that and the signal it gave off, it was 1249, 1250, 150, 1148, 1149. I'm thinking silver dollar, all excited, especially after a silver dime, and pulled that thing out. Not too happy with it, but hey, I got garbage out of the ground. New Year's resolution this year for doing metal detecting is going to be taking a cue from the Hoover Boys, which I subscribe to, YouTube channel. Those guys are hilarious. If I ever get to the East Coast, I'd love to meet those guys. Seem like a good bunch of guys. I could never compete with one of their members, Brad, also known as B-Rad. That guy finds so much cool stuff. It's crazy. I'm surprised they keep him on the team. But anyhow, those guys, they dig everything. As they say, all holes matter. So I think I'm going to start opening up my screen quite a bit and just start listening to tones and dig a little bit of everything. I don't think I want to fill garbage cans full of garbage like those guys do, but I'm sure my garbage will increase quite a bit. Hopefully, so will my good finds. Anyway, heard rumor that a friend of mine, 503 Diggers, has talked to Andrew with Relic Rangers, which is also another YouTube channel I subscribe to. Good bunch there too. They're up in northern Washington, maybe coming down into the area. Wouldn't mind meeting up with those guys as well, but we'll see how that goes. Schedules are what they are. Anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Sorry it's been a while in between hunts. I'm hoping to do a lot more hunting and better hunting and more uploads. So we'll just see how it goes. Sorry it was one of these kind, but I really didn't expect much and obviously did not film anything for the hunt yesterday. Take care. Get out there. It's cold, but the soil is damp and perfect for digging. And make sure you dig everything, leave nothing behind, and fill in those holes. Make sure those plugs look great. Thanks again for watching. See you out in the field.